Hello and welcome to the CNO podcast, episode 2. It's me, Owen, here once again with
Nathan
and Cian.
And today we're going to be introducing a couple special guests to the pod today. We got Stéphane, certified beauty high school hockey player here in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
City champ, 2-time.
And he has some of the nicest hair in the city.
Absolute luscious flow.
Keep the change.
Yeah.
Thanks for the intro, guys. How's it going? I'm Stéphane. I play hockey, love the game. Don't get to watch it enough, so I'm not as informed as these three guys, but I'm glad to be on the podcast, and let's get this rolling.
Well spoken, well spoken. And we got Rylan over here, AAA hockey player.
Absolute stud on the ice.
Eligible for the 2020 Bantam WHL draft here.
Thank you guys for having me, boys. Happy to be on the pod. I'm really excited to. I watched the first episode and thought you guys did really well, and I knew that I had to join here, so I'm happy to be a special guest, and let's get her going.
All right.
There we go.
Where should we start, boys?
Well, I think today we're going to be talking about some trades, some signings that happened so far this offseason. We recorded this on July 17th, so any trades that happen after that, we won't cover, or possible signings, because we'll probably be posting this within the next few days after this recording. So if something happens after this, well,
Sorry,
that sucks.
Yeah, sunk. All right.
Should we start with Kevin Hayes or?
Nah.
Nah.
We
Alright.
Nah.
skip over that.
All right. So first, somewhat big trade, pretty big trade, was Jets acquiring Neil Pionk and their 20th overall selection, and going to New York was Jacob Trouba.
Trouba, 12th in defensive scoring, I believe, this year.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, he had 50 points. You know, he'll be a great player for New York.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for the Rangers and Trouba, I guess, is he's going to arbitration. So I'll be interested to see what he's getting there.
Trouba's a good player. He thinks he's a lot better than what he is.
Well, just the bare bones of it, didn't want to play in Manitoba anymore.
No, he did not like the cold.
Yeah, no, didn't work out.
No.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
But-
good player, but the Jets got back the most that they could, so can't complain about that. And we forgot to mention that I myself and Nathan are huge Jets fans, and Cian, fan of a different team.
Well, speaking of that team, San Jose, they acquired 2 draft picks, one for this year, second round, and 2023 for Justin Braun.
Yeah, great.
From a Sharks fan point of view, I love this trade.
Yeah.
I loved Braun. I wish it would have been either Brendan Dillon or someone like that, but
At least it's not Paul Martin.
oh my, don't even get me started on that
Trigger
bum.
word. Anyways, let's go back to the Pionk thing.
Yeah.
I think Pionk has good potential to be a good defenseman in the league. He'll be good on the Jets' bottom pairing next season if I were to predict.
Yeah, I think he may even play top minutes with Morrissey because they'll need someone to
true.
slot in there.
Yeah.
Probably him or Pullman.
Yeah, I think he's a very skilled young defenseman, and I think that he will be really good in the future. But of course, nowadays defensemen take time, and I think this is a really good trade for both sides. I think the Jets fans are going to be sad to see Trouba leave, but I think we're going to be excited and more. Well, I'm not going to say more happy, but I think we're excited to see Neil Pionk come into the Jets.
Well,
yeah.
there's definitely a lot of
Go ahead.
anticipation. The Jets fans have been expecting this trade for nearly 2 or 3 years by now.
Yeah.
It was going to happen
Everyone-
eventually.
Everyone kind of had an idea that you could tell Trouba wanted to go to a big city,
Mhm.
and New York is a good fit, I think, after.
Personally,
Although
I
it's-
think Pionk is a sick name.
Yeah.
It's gonna look good on the back of jerseys. It's gonna look good on the scoreboard. The announcer's gonna have a good time saying it. Fans are gonna enjoy cheering for it. So, can't go wrong with Pionk.
Also,
Pionk.
kid is a man rocket out on the ice. Buddy does that fucking spinorama goal that he had against Montreal.
That was filthy.
That,
eh?
that was nice.
Get me
That
a
was
bucket
nice.
of ice cold water. Holy.
All right, let's move on. On the 22nd of June, the Devils acquired defenseman PK Subban from the Nashville
blockbuster.
Predators. For defenseman Steven Santini, defenseman Jeremy Davies, a 2020 second round pick and a 2019 second round pick.
That, honestly, New Jersey, I think fucking fleeced them.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Well, I
Yeah.
think you can't look at the trade as what Nashville got there. It has
Yeah.
to be Subban for Duchesne, which
Yeah,
I mean eventually happened because they needed to get rid of $9 million, and
They did just
which is
that.
And I
exactly
mean,
what they did. They didn't get much back, but I mean,
Yeah.
in the end, it worked for both teams. So
And I mean, the Predators with that blue line, they could afford to get rid of a
Yeah.
defenseman to add a forward
I
up
mean,
front.
if you look at it too, it's kind of like they traded all that and got Subban and Simmons.
yeah,
That's true.
Because later on, you know.
yeah.
So I think that was a solid trade.
It was a good trade, and I mean, yeah, I like the trade for both. I mean, for both teams, it's good. I mean, Nashville, it wasn't like they were trying to get a ton back. It's just, you know, there is attitude problems clearly with Subban, but I mean, Nashville's taken on a very good player, and they're clearly going for it a little bit here.
New Jersey's
yes,
going
New
for it
Jersey.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could. New Jersey. I think that this is like kind of a spark in Jack Hughes as well,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
for sure.
yeah, he's gonna be a great player, and yeah, I feel like all New Jersey, the missing piece now is a goalie.
Yeah.
If they could get a goaltender, I could see them being a cup contender in the near future. But I would like to see New Jersey come back to the playoffs and actually like make it a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
just need to re-sign Hall and
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
that's the
yeah,
big one.
that's
Honestly, Hall, whatever Hall does, like however New Jersey does this year is what Hall's doing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
They
his-
make the playoffs, he's staying. If not, I mean,
Nah,
I guess
nah,
we'll
nah,
see how
nah,
close
nah.
they get. But
Yes, sir. But yeah, let's just talk about that Jack Hughes kid. He looks pretty special, hey boys.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Kako's gonna be better. No cap.
no,
No.
I think
Just
Kako's more NHL ready at the time just because he has more of like a bigger build, if you know what I mean. Like he's 6'2", big guy. Where Jack Hughes was he like 5'10"?
yeah,
Right.
I think that's
Five,
pretty.
They
generous.
have him
Yeah.
listed as 5'10", but that's generous.
yeah. Well, he's very silky, and put him with the right players, he could be racking up assists.
Yeah, he's very special to watch.
Maybe a bit of a Patrick Kane kind of player, just the way that he plays. I'm not sure, but
What day
Yeah.
was the draft again?
the draft
Was it like the 23rd?
23rd.
The 23rd.
Okay.
Yeah, because Subban was traded on the.
22nd.
All right, I'd like to bring something up. If we're talking about draft picks right here. We got Jack Hughes, Kako, and then can we just talk about the Kirby Doc situation with
About
Alex Turcotte and everything? How do you
Yeah.
guys feel about that?
Nah, I mean, there's a player there they wanted and they took him, so
Yeah.
can't really. I mean, if I was there, I mean, couldn't have gone wrong with Bowen Byram or Turcotte, but I mean, Doc's not a bad player either.
Doc's
So.
really
I
good.
mean, Doc. I mean, he's big, right? Big. He can play, third line minutes or something
Yeah.
like that this year. But anyways, moving on to another trade. Vancouver acquired forward JT Miller in exchange for goaltender Marek Mazanek, a 2019 third round pick, and a 2020 conditional first round pick.
Does anyone know what that condition is?
Well,
It's,
yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I'm
Yeah,
like
it's-
90% sure if they don't make the playoffs next year, it moves to 2021.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's lottery protected.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of a risky pick. Or
It is.
risky trade.
Very risky trade.
yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Miller's good, but I don't think he's the piece that'll put you over
Oh,
the top
no.
or anything. I mean, he's a nice kind of maybe second line guy, but hopefully with more opportunity in Vancouver.
One thing
For
about
sure.
Vancouver is they needed left wingers, right? I mean, they got Sven Berici, and that's pretty much it on the
Yeah.
left wing.
Yeah, I mean, they signed Michael Furlan, so that's another
Yeah.
guy, but then they have Mr. Overpaid Louis Eriksson, so that contract kind of puts a little dent in their plans.
Yeah, and then they just got a bunch of scrubs back there. Anyways,
jumping ahead past the draft, a few days after, we got the probably second biggest trade of the offseason, I would say, boys. Phil Kessel headed to Arizona with Dane Burks and a 2021 first for Galchenyuk and Pierre Olivier Joseph.
2021 fourth.
24th, what did I say?
First.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, fourth. Another trade that everyone kind of saw coming. Kessel wanted out.
Yeah.
reportedly.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the trade.
Yeah, it's good change of scenery for both guys, especially Go Chenyuk. See what he can do with.
Phil Kessel will look extremely sexy in the Kachina jersey.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Castle, like their power play is actually going to be pretty lethal.
Yeah.
Castle, Keller, probably Stepan.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe or
They'll probably go Nick Schmaltz
Yeah.
because he's doing
Oh,
pretty,
Schmaltz, yeah.
pretty nice there.
and OEL.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually love Schmaltz.
Oh yeah, they still have Golgoski. Got some options
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, personally, I like Kessel. Good player. Used to like him a lot when he was on the Leafs. Used to be the show on the Leafs, and then when he got traded up to the Penguins, kind of wasn't the show, so that could have been a reason he wanted off. So I think it's good for him moving on to a new team and be able to continue being the beauty that he is, Phil Kessel.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Nothing wrong with Phil the Thrill.
Well said, Ryan. Well said.
Yeah. Well, nothing at all. I mean, gotta love
Loves his
watching
hot
him.
dogs.
Oh, I mean, just you can't teach that shot.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You can't teach that. That is.
He has some unreal speed too for his size.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
He's
nuts.
he's one of those guys that I just feel like going up and giving him a hug, like just the way he
Wow.
looks, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a
absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen him go into end and snipe one, and something to remember. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
All right, jumping ahead to
July
July
1st,
1st, Canada
July
Day.
1st.
even better known probably as signing day.
Free
Free
agent
agent
frenzy.
Free agent frenzy. Thank you. Trade's not the biggest, but it's a decent trade. We got Nikita Zaitsev, Connor Brown, and Michael
Carcone.
Carcone headed, and then we got Cody headed to Ottawa. Then headed to Toronto. We got Cody Ceci, Ben Harper, Aaron Lachuk, and a 2023rd.
I mean, Toronto has been wanting to get Zaitsev off the roster for a while.
Ottawa didn't want Ceci anymore.
No, it's one of those. So Zaitsev had what, 4 years left?
Yeah.
So they get rid of those 4 years.
Ridiculous.
Ottawa's not going to be contending over that
Oh
time.
no, no
So
chance.
they're just trying to get to the floor and
Connor Brown's a decent player. He's
Yeah.
what, 24 now?
yeah, maybe he can has some
Maybe.
untapped potential.
Yeah.
And I guess
He can maybe supply 15 or 20 goals ish.
Oh, yeah.
I guess Toronto's they're just looking at it as like, okay, you can have Zaitsev for 4 years or CC for 1. So
Yeah.
lose that money and maybe then they can potentially sign someone else to an extension that they traded for later. That
Yeah,
day.
later on that day,
Oh,
Toronto acquires Tyson Barrie, forward Alex Kerfoot, and a 2026 for Nazem Kadri, Kalle Rosen, and a 2023 round pick to the Colorado Avalanche. So
Very solid trade.
I actually
Very good
really
trade.
like this trade. I think that I'm not gonna call him underrated because people know that this kid's a good player. But Kerfoot,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he's-
yeah, he can be a stud.
I could see that he's gonna be really good.
He's
for
gonna
Toronto.
fit him perfectly.
Oh,
like,
Yeah,
He's I don't know where Connor Brown was playing, probably third line in
Who?
Toronto. Connor Brown.
he's sliding up and down the
Yeah.
lineup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Kerfoot will kind of do the same for the first bit, I think, until he finds his role.
I think he'll be solid second liner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just all depends on Marner.
I think that he would look great beside Tavares or Matthews, one of the two.
Yes.
I bet you they'll go with him as third center though, because
Yeah, that's true.
trading Kadri, there's a hole there. So.
Yeah.
I'd like to take it back to the last trade, if that's all right. But like,
Oh yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Ottawa's doing a lot of rebranding. How do you guys feel? Like, is that true?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They are. They.
Yeah.
It's been ever since that one shot from Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Yeah.
in overtime. Just
Yeah.
since then their
Yeah.
system is just
All
plummeted.
around me.
they're gonna be a new team, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be interesting to see how it's gonna go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to that Toronto trade, Tyson Barrie, unreal defenseman.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Can be a defensive liability, but I mean his offense is
Oh yeah.
not many
Yeah, he
players who play.
He might toss around a couple pizzas
Thing
every
is-
once in a while,
Thing
but
is, anything's better than Ronald Hainsey.
Ron
Ronald.
Hainsey and Zaitsev. Yeah.
Yeah, like anything's
But-
better than that.
What's wrong
I
with
mean-
Ron boys?
What is not wrong with Ron?
0 career goals on the
The
Jets.
pizza man.
Yeah.
And on Colorado's side, get a pretty decent forward,
Yeah.
Nazem Kadri.
Very good
Yeah.
forward. If he wasn't hidden behind those two goofs in Toronto, he'd definitely have more points
Yeah.
and he'd be
Yeah.
more in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But
And
I mean, it's hard to get a lot of playing time when you have Matthews and Tavares playing
Yeah.
center
I
ahead of you.
don't, and I also don't know much about Callie Rosen.
Yeah, I know he's kind of on the fringe of making the Leafs blue line, and
But I know from NHL he seems like NHL 19.
Yeah,
I know you can't trust that.
That is the best way to judge a
That is
prospect.
the best way to judge a prospect, and I don't know. He is.
Especially with Fog of War on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got some pretty decent potential, I could say.
Colorado definitely they
All
didn't
right.
need Barry anymore though.
No.
So,
he's in a car.
continuing on July 1st,
Oh yes,
we're going to be checking
signing
out
season.
a few of the signings from July 1st up until now.
All right, so to kick things off, the Wild signed Matt Zuccarello to a 5-year, $30 million contract. So that's $6 million AAV. What are your thoughts on this trade or the signing, guys?
Zook, I think he's very good. I mean, it was unfortunate that he broke his arm in his first game with the Stars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he's good offensively. I mean, he works pretty hard-working guy. And, I mean, he was one of the faces of the Rangers for the past few years. You know, he's got good finish. Just seems like a good guy in the locker room. I don't know about you guys, but
kind of
Yeah.
seems like an underrated player on the ice.
but
yeah.
Like he's not gonna be the stud on the ice, but he'll be able to produce.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right?
Zucre in Italian. I mean, sugar.
Yeah.
A little bit of sprinkles. Can't go wrong with sprinkling some sugar on your team.
Also with that signing,
I like that.
It's taking over Jason Zucker if they want to trade Zucker.
here's my thing though. I really don't like this signing. I like the term and like I like Zuccarello, but not for the Wild. Like this,
Yeah.
I don't get
Yeah.
where this team's headed.
Yeah,
Like, they need to rebuild.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
you're
seem
not
like
gonna-
They're heading for another, how many years is that? 5? They're heading for another 5 years of mediocrity.
Yeah.
That's my view of it.
enough's enough. They gotta
Yeah.
tear this thing down. But
It's
I mean,
either they tear it down or blow it up and just
Yeah.
go for it.
but I guess you can't because I mean,
Yeah.
no one's gonna take on Ryan Suter and
Yeah,
Zach
exactly.
Parise'
Yeah.
contracts. So they're kind of screwed, and I guess have to just deal with being a
They
mediocre
got to
team.
soak it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Just too bad for their fans, but I guess that's the way it goes.
Minnesota.
All right, so the Stars were busy on July 1st,
Oh man.
signing Joe Pavelski to 3-year, $21 million.
Oh my god.
Blow the cannon.
Jesus Christ, heads up.
Jeez,
Bless you.
sorry, Joe.
Sweet dreams, boys, eh?
May you be blessed.
Man, let's try that again. The Stars signed Joe Pavelski to a 3-year, $21 million contract, $7 million annual average, and Corey Perry to a 1-year, $1.5 million contract.
Hey, Keaton, how do you feel about Pavelski?
Man, I loved Captain America, you know. Great captain, great player, but just sounds like they couldn't afford him.
Great captain, great player, great
And-
dive in Game 7.
What are
Yeah.
you? Okay, no, shut your mouth. Don't get me started on that.
See, but I think Matt Zuccarello kind of helped them out in this trade, though, if you think about it, because
What?
he freed up some cap space.
Oh, him leaving
Oh.
the
Yeah, him
Stars?
leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you think about it,
Honestly, I love both signings for
Yeah.
the Stars. It's a very. They could have used
They're
probably
going for it.
defenseman, but you
They're
can tell
going
they're
for it,
going
yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
And
I
Pavelski's gonna be really good with Ben and Sagan.
I'm not sure about that third year of the contract, but
Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong.
because he's
but-
what 36 now.
Yeah, he's getting up.
The,
there.
so-
the first 2 years he'll
35,
be a 30 goal scorer in my opinion the first couple of
he'll
years.
put up at least 70 points.
But they're not they didn't sign him for the third year. They I mean like they signed him for the years of his productivity, which is the next couple.
And Corey Perry, I mean, best case scenario, he can be a solid depth scorer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
worst case scenario is he just
Bounces in and out of the lineup.
Yeah.
which,
But he's been on a shit team the last few years, right? Anaheim, or not few years, but
well, I mean, they were solid for a while.
Yeah,
It's
they
just-
were
They just
really
had
good.
down years.
yeah,
but-
that's true.
He was also battling some injuries, which
Yeah.
isn't his fault. But
No.
and it's not his fault that Anaheim put the number on the paper for him to sign.
Yeah.
So
what do you think the lines are gonna be there? Because like
I would feel
Dallas?
yeah, because of
Pavelski will play
G's
second
ban.
line.
Yeah, probably with Hints and
Yeah.
Perry,
Or
or do you think
Rope
Perry will
Hintz.
go in the first line?
Perry will be third.
Rope Hints.
Perry will be third or fourth line.
Okay.
Because they're
because
keeping that first line together.
Radulov, Ben, and Sagan will.
Yeah,
stay.
exactly.
I could see them slotting Pavelski to forward first line power play and then moving Ben back. Ben
Yeah,
has quite the ripper,
or
right?
probably saying.
Yeah.
Sagan?
Sagan for the one time.
Oh yeah, and then Ben can stand in front because he's a big
Sags a
fucking boy.
sniz. I'm not gonna lie.
Alright, who's up
All right.
next?
Well, next up we got Cian's team, the San Jose Sharks. We're moving on to the restricted free agents.
Oh.
Only weren't too many that have signed so far, but one of them, Timo Meier, 4 years, $24 million contract.
I love that contract.
Good-
As a
good
Sharks
sign.
fan.
It's a good
Yeah.
Love it,
contract.
yeah.
He's great.
He's
a
an
great
absolute
player.
stud. You know, I wasn't too sure about him at the first because
Yeah.
didn't really know
This
much
was
about
his
him.
coming
but
out party.
This was his coming. But can we also talk about the other signing by San Jose, Kevin LeBanc?
1 year,
Oh.
1 million.
Oh my
He
god!
is now one of my favorite
Holy
players.
shit!
He took one for the boys.
did.
Yeah.
Because now San Jose is gonna sign Patrick Marleau and Joe Thornton, and reunite
That
the
would be
boys.
something.
No,
But yeah, Timo Meier. He's a
both
heck of a player.
both those guys need to get their fucking one-way ticket to the retirement
Oh
home.
whatever, man. They're both going for the ship next year with the boys.
Then why aren't they making their way over to Winnipeg?
Yeah, okay.
Senators. They add a couple Maple Leafs. Tyler Ennis to a 1-year deal, and Ron Hainsey to a 1-year deal as well. So I mean, some depth signings there. Probably not too much to cover.
No.
Yeah, they got the pizza delivery guy
Yeah.
coming on the back end, but I mean, Ottawa's going to be tossing around some pizzas if they want to get Alex Lafreniere
Oh yeah.
next summer.
Red Wings also a team that could possibly
Be in the mix.
be in the mix for Lafreniere.
Yeah.
Signed Valtteri Filppula and Patrick Nemeth. So just some
Just some depth.
depth.
honestly.
Yeah, nothing
Yeah.
wrong with that.
Just some depth for the young
But
guys.
And sorry to interrupt here. Entry level contract, Moritz Seider, guy is a stallion.
Nice
Oh,
hair.
oh,
Nice
yeah.
hair.
Wow.
He's
I
a
was
wagon.
shocked when they picked him 6, but I think Stevie Y knows what he's doing.
Oh,
my
no,
God.
Never
they-
question a good
yeah.
GM.
They definitely think that he is 100% has some potential in him, and
he's
I
gonna
mean,
be
if
stud.
he's as good as he looks, like I'm just saying, look at that hair, holy, woo.
Speaking of a stallion, there's also an earlier trade I think we forgot to cover. Jack Johnson. That guy's.
What?
I'm just learning a little bit
The
more.
Jack Johnson didn't get traded.
It's all good.
It was either between him or Oli Mata, remember?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm just learning more about Jack Johnson. This guy is insane. He's a professional surfer. He's also a songwriter. He's got the song Banana Pancakes. He's an absolute beauty. And now I'm finding out he also plays hockey.
He's a man of many trades,
Yeah,
just
Jack
like Johnny
Johnson.
Sins.
Johnny Sins.
That guy is fabulous.
All right, so we've covered the depth
Yes.
signings. Now move on to the big boys. Rangers signed Artemi Panarin to a 7-year,
Wow.
$81.5
7
million
years, though.
contract.
Talk about a cash out for Panarin.
Oh yes.
Wow.
That's a big one.
But
That's
New York
crazy.
needed someone like that.
Yeah,
They
he's a
needed
game changer.
another
Yeah,
star.
and by the way, you see, you guys better follow Artemi Panarin on Instagram. This guy's fucking posts are hilarious. Him and Sergei
Him and
Bobrovsky
Bob.
dancing around in the off season because they both got their money. Yeah, they got a lot.
Speaking of Bob, what was his 7 years
Yeah, I think it was 70 million. Yep, 7 years, 70 million.
Yeah,
in Florida, right?
Yeah.
good fit for Florida because they need a goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But can
I know
just-
they have an unreal mentor in Bobrovsky for what's the goalie?
Spencer
Spencer
Knight.
Knight.
That's where I was gonna get though.
Yeah.
I like it because I mean they need to try and win now, but
Well,
it doesn't make sense because I mean I don't like the 7 years. I think 5 would have been better
Yeah.
because Spencer Knight I think within the next 5 years
Oh,
will
at
be
least.
more than ready to be starter. So
He's
they're
getting
gonna
kind of
pay
like Connor Hart. in my
Bobrovsky
opinion.
10 million to sit on the
Hurt.
bench. I don't know. It's
No,
just,
no, they're
it's
gonna. They're
kind
gonna
of a desperation move.
Yeah, I think I could see them trading Spencer Knight in a few years.
Well,
It's gonna
yeah,
be,
like
it's
the
gonna be
potential.
hard.
No,
that guy.
if anything, they'd be trading.
I don't think they could trade Bobrovsky. 30,
Or-
37, 38-year-old
There's-
Bobrovsky.
there's no
one
way.
would want him.
Yeah, but
No,
going
they'll
back
have
to
buy him out.
New York, I think that they could be a playoff team. Now that they
Yeah, definitely.
they have they still have Lundqvist, which I think that he could.
He's still.
Like,
He have a bounce
he's still,
back
he's
year.
still stud, but like he had not the greatest year this year, but
Just look at-
he's gonna bounce
Look
back
at the
and
team in front of him.
yeah, and
Yeah.
like the draft. First off, Capo Caco, he's gonna come in and be a beauty. Okay, him and
Yeah.
Panarin.
Nice.
Are you kidding
What's
me?
that? What's
And
that
Trouba.
other
Wow.
rookie too?
Yeah, and Truba.
Not rookie, but
Vitaly Kravtsov.
Yeah, Kravtsov. He's gonna be a
Kravtsov
stud.
and obviously Heedle's going to be coming back too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Leah Sanderson, all their
Yeah.
young guys.
Like they've had a really good few years of rebuilding. It doesn't show on paper right
It was
now.
an accelerated rebuild
yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll move on to Matt Duchene. He signed a 7-year, $56 million contract, so $8 million a year for Duchene. I mean, Predators. Now Johansson, Duchene down the middle. That's solid.
What does this leave for Turris now, though?
See ya.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll find a
He's
buyer
out,
for him.
probably.
Sweet dreams, boys.
Yeah, like,
Sweet dreams.
I didn't think they needed
Goodbye.
another center with having Johansson and Turris,
Yeah,
but it helps having a guy like Duchene.
Yeah. I don't know. I still don't think
He's very
that
dynamic.
either one of Johansson or Duchene is the number one center, though.
No,
so
not a chance.
it's, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how
Nashville
they
just
do.
has good depth.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They've got two.
They missed the superstar. I mean, I don't know. Is Roman Yossi a superstar? I think he's an amazing defenseman. But I don't
Top
know.
5 defenseman.
I consider him superstar.
Although, Matt Duchene, that guy's quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
is. He can.
Speaking of quick, Brandon Tanev, the
No.
GOAT, to Pittsburgh, 6 years, $21 million,
I love
$3.5 million.
Yeah, coming from the Jets fans, Tanev, we still love you. We're really
Yeah.
sad. When you come and play in Winnipeg, you're gonna be signing a lot of jerseys. I'm just saying.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be some fans
Yeah.
flashing you on the ice.
Oh my.
Like,
Brandon Tanev.
Like that chick
Yeah.
from Burakovsky
Oh,
last
yeah.
year when the cap on the
Hey,
cup.
I would just like to say though, every
been
NHL
nice to
player
get that
is
game.
good. There's just NHL players that are better. So if we're calling him bad, he's a lot better than us.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, he's
nothing against him. It's
Yeah,
just,
like when we were talking about Ron Haynes earlier, there's nothing wrong with Ron, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
There's-
honey.
I could do okay in a 1v1 against Ron.
Okay, Stephen.
Okay, pipe down there, big guy.
All right, but one
On-
thing
on
about
my
Brandon
great
Tanev is he's a great forechecker. He proved that he has a little bit of offense this year. He's very fast, likes to get physical, led the Jets in hits. But one thing about him, I don't mind the money. I
The
just think
term.
that for 6 years, I don't know if his body will be able to hold on to his game for that long. Yeah. So it's just like when you're throwing the ball all that time, blocking those shots, skating super hard into the boards,
That gets tiring
things like
quick.
that. It gets hard on the body, and I don't know if he can play with that playing style
Yeah,
for 6 years.
82 games every single season for 6 years. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's going to be tough for him.
That's
I
good,
love
yeah.
Tanev. I hope he does really well in Pittsburgh. We're going to miss him here in Winnipeg. But
Hopefully he gets a chance with Cross.
oh, that would
Yeah.
be filthy. Cross would go from like 90-some points to
Yeah,
like...
100 this year.
Yeah, okay, no, okay.
He'll go from 100 to like 130.
Yeah,
probably.
100 to like... No,
Yeah.
okay, don't even... No cap, 200, okay? If he's playing with Tanev is the GOAT, okay?
Okay, we're only saying this because Tanev's my favorite player.
Yeah.
All right.
But anyways.
Next up, you got a former Jet defenseman now, Tyler Myers, headed to Van City
Vancouver.
for 5 years, 30 mil.
The Jets lost half of their decor
Yep.
in this offseason.
Yeah. Tyler Myers, he's good, but I don't think he's a $6 million defenseman.
No.
A lot of pizzas thrown by Tyler Myers this season.
I could see
6'8"
I
Tyler
could see
Myers,
Myers
I
and
think he's heavy.
Hughes
Yeah.
doing something special.
Yeah.
Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, just don't be. Yeah, I don't know. I like Myers, but
I wish him and his family the best, though.
yeah, oh yeah.
Moving to Vancouver. Obviously, it'll be nice for him to live over there. It's a little bit warmer than here in Winnipeg.
A lot more expensive, but I mean, if you're making $6 million, don't stress.
For another 2 signings, we kind of got goalie swap. Mike
Yeah.
Smith and Cam Talbot, sort of. Even though Talbot was on Florida, or not Florida, Philly. I mean,
Yeah,
But
they're just switching teams.
Talbot heads
essentially.
to Calgary, 1 year, $2.75 million, and Mike Smith heads to Edmonton, 1 year for $2 million. I find
I like it for Edmonton because I think he's an upgrade from Koskinen, in my opinion.
He is, but it's just a term, not the term, the amount of money they give Costa.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
yeah, and then
Unproven goaltender.
Cam Talbot, he'll be good with David Rittich, I think.
I still don't think that tandem's good enough.
Yeah,
Like,
Rittich came out of nowhere. It's like he was a Binnington, but then
Yeah,
just
it's like-
disappeared.
Riddick, I mean, he played like 50 games, but I don't know. He wasn't even the start in the playoffs, so I mean, he has no playoff experience, and this is a team that's gonna possibly contend for a cup.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah.
I don't think that goaltending is
Calgary
good
has been
enough.
quiet this year.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they-
Yeah.
It's
A
like
bit
they
too
need
quiet.
they're missing a few little pieces.
Yeah, and they haven't
Yeah.
done too much. So
The next
Too bad.
signing that I would like to discuss is Jason Spezza going to the Leafs, 1 year, $700K.
That's a very good signing, I find. He's not a point producer, but just good depth guy back in his hometown. I
Just
find.
good experience.
Yeah.
For the young guys.
Especially to have in the room, you know.
There's no risk involved.
Oh no, no.
700K,
Sep-
reasonable as well.
700K. I mean, he could just, even if he chills up in this press box for a little bit, at least he'll be practicing with the boys.
Yeah.
So
Another
Absolutely.
another signing by Dallas, Andre Sekera, 1 year, $1.5 million.
Again, like no risk.
Again,
Yeah.
it's like the Corey
Low-
Perry contract.
low risk, whatever the reward
Yeah.
is better.
Kind of, Florida was pretty busy today with the big,
Yeah.
not today, but on July 1st, with Anton Strawman, 3 years, $16.5 million.
Over 3 years.
Over
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah, I like
That's-
him. He's good.
He's good, and he's
He's
Him
yeah.
Salk Master himself, Keith Yandel, holding
Yeah.
up on the blue line
Captain
too.
Keith.
Captain Keith.
Yeah, well, Anton Strawman fucking hops across the pond. Well, not across the pond, but he hops to the other state rival there
Yeah.
in Florida, going from Tampa to Florida.
Um,
Obviously, Tampa could use the cap space, so it's good that he's gone for Tampa's sake.
Another signing by Minnesota, Ryan Hartman, 2 years, $3.8 million.
Okay, this guy didn't even know that he got
Oh, no.
traded and then signed.
Like, that's crazy.
Well,
But-
he
He knew he got signed because he had to negotiate, or he didn't have to negotiate.
well, yeah.
But he
Well,
didn't
his
know he got
agent had
traded. Yeah, he didn't
Well,
know he got traded.
who did he get traded to?
Just to Dallas.
to Dallas.
Yeah, he got traded to Dallas.
I
and
thought he was
then-
an RFA.
Well, yeah, he got traded
Yeah,
to
he
Dallas.
was, but then they didn't give him a qualifying offer.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
therefore he became a UFA. So that's just funny though.
Yeah.
I'm logging out for a few days, going off the
Yeah.
grid, and then he gets traded. I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was kind of funny.
That's all time.
Another small one, Jordy Ben, 2 years, $4 million.
Beauty beard.
Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Beauty beard.
I like
Again,
him.
I find just to help out the young guys.
Yeah,
Trying
he
to-
adds a bit of grit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Good role model for the young guys.
He's kind of like Jeff Bukaboom.
Oh, Jesse Pollock. If
Yeah.
you ever come across this, buddy, let's go.
Let's
go.
Yeah. So the Florida Panthers signed Stanley Cup finalist forward Noel Achari, 3 years, $5 million over 3 years.
I find it's a solid contract.
Yeah, and they also
Solid
signed
depth guy.
Brett Connolly, so some
Yeah.
more depth. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
they
Connolly's
just
a
some more
solid player.
scoring. I mean, they didn't get Panarin, but they're adding some depth, so that's nice to see. They already got Barkov and Huberdeau, so they got their
Yeah.
top end guys.
Pretty big signing. Sad to see him leave my San Jose Sharks, but Jonas Donskoy headed to Colorado, 4 years, $15.6 million. I find it may sound a lot to you guys, but watching him as a Sharks fan, he's underrated. Not underrated in the like most underrated in the NHL or anything, but
Yeah.
he's just a quality player.
Yeah,
Good
I mean,
two-way.
I haven't watched him enough to know
No.
enough.
Yeah,
But
see,
all I
like
think of is just his goal against Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
first time.
I find him as quite the stud.
Yeah.
Not gonna put up a ton of points, but good two-way player.
he can be good on maybe the third line.
Yeah, probably second in Colorado.
Yeah, yeah,
What do
second,
you think?
third.
Where do you think Kadri's gonna play in?
He'll be
Definitely
second
second line.
Second line
They traded
for sure.
Soderberg, so
Yeah.
Defensive signing, bridge deal, Ryan Murray in Columbus,
Yeah.
2 years, $9.2 million.
yeah, as long as he's not injured, he'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Kind of
Yes.
show himself if he still has that somewhat potential he used to have.
He's a good defenseman. He's good to slot in behind Zach Werenski,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
How many more signings do we have to get through?
Quite a few, actually. Another player, sad to see him leave San Jose, even though he was
Only
here
there for a few months.
few
Yeah.
months. Gustav Nyquist, 4 years, $22 million.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, would-
Columbus.
Columbus needed to sign someone
Yeah,
after losing all
Yeah,
those guys.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Columbus needed to fill obviously a bunch of holes that were voided. So continuing with some of the signings, the New Jersey Devils signed Wayne Simmons, 1 year, $5 million. I think this is just kind of like a prove that you're still worth it in the NHL kind of deal,
Yeah, I agree.
in my opinion, because obviously he wasn't great after he got traded to Nashville.
Yeah, I don't think he was there long enough to like show that like he's still really like. On Philly, Wayne Simmons was really good.
Oh yeah.
Let's be real.
Huge bod.
He was really good.
In
And
front of the net, in the corner.
on Nashville, I don't think he was there long enough to like show that he's still really good. But I think that in New Jersey, being on that team that's like up and coming, and I think that they could make the playoffs if they I think they could make the playoffs now, but to make it far, I think that they do need a goaltender. But I think this is a prove me thing, and I do think that Wayne Simmons is going to do really good out in New Jersey.
All right, we got Captain Anders Lee re-signing 7 years, $49 million.
It's a little bit of a steep for money, but I mean, he's the captain of your team.
Mm-hmm.
He scored 40 goals before. I mean, most teams would pay $7 million for a 40-goal scorer.
You can't lose your captain 2 summers in a row. Like that's just like bad on the team. So you had to find a way to keep him.
Would have looked funny on Lee's part though if he would have left after talking to Tavares in that one interview.
Yeah, that would have been really funny.
All right, we got goalie Robin Leonard signing in Chicago, 1 year, $5 million.
Yeah, I think kind of same thing as the Simmons thing. Like, can you repeat what you did last season? I mean, I don't think he'll be able to repeat it.
No.
But
I find it not useful signing. They already have Crawford.
Yeah, but I guess
Crawford's always injured.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's like they could do kind of like a 50-30 kind of rotation kind of thing, or even a 40-40.
Yeah.
You could see that too.
Followed up, we got another goalie, Semyon Varlamov, signed in New York.
Islanders, obviously, they lost Leonard, so they had to sign a goalie.
It's a 4-year, $20 million contract.
Yeah, it's a bit. I'm surprised with the term in that.
Yeah.
But,
What does that leave enough for Colorado?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think this is more about trying to get over the young goalie from Russia. Who is it? Is it I can't think of the name.
Is it?
It's not Shestyorkin.
No, it's Sorokin.
Yeah, Sorokin, right.
Right.
Yeah, I think that'll be about bringing him in once Grice leaves. He can join them next year. So.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
All right.
And then, are you drinking on the podcast?
Sorry, I'm thirsty, man.
Jesus Christ!
Can you make that any louder?
That scared me, boys.
This fucker.
Gotta pipe it down over there.
Man, every good hockey player's gotta hydrate, man.
Yeah,
It's
with
just-
the 7-Up.
Yeah, hydrating with 7-Up.
Holy.
Number one ingredient 7-Up, everyone knows, it's water.
Where'd you get that from?
You don't know you're lying to yourself.
It's on the can.
Is this a
Oh,
fun?
fuck, it is. No, I'm joking.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I'll pipe it down over there.
We got, we're talking about Kerfoot and CC, so we got Ben Sherratt signed in Montreal, 3 years, $10.5 million.
No.
Gibbs is shitting his pants right now.
Well, Gibbs is happy that
Yeah, I
Sherratt's
know.
gone.
Gibbs
Well,
is
yeah.
on.
One of our buddies, Gibbs, hates Ben Sherratt. I don't know why. I didn't mind Sherratt. I mean,
I thought Sherratt was pretty good.
he
Yeah, man,
threw
fuck
around
him.
the bod. Very hard shot as well.
Solid Gibbs, though. Love that
Yeah.
guy.
Shout
Alright.
out.
So, one signing on the 6th, Marcus Johansson to Buffalo, 2 years, $9 million.
Yep. I mean, he played great. I think he played great with Boston in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, him and Coyle were unreal together, I found.
Yeah. It's good for Buffalo because they need more guys like that
Yeah.
for their young guys kind of thing. So, I like that. What the hell are you doing,
Pulling my pants up.
cousin fucker?
Hey, fuck you.
What the?
Alright, now we got almost one of the biggest surprises of the offseason. Not surprise, but like
Montreal.
shocked. Montreal off sheeting Sebastian Aho, which was
And
then,
Line, like, what the hell?
Which was then matched.
which was
They
then
didn't
matched
option
by
him.
Carolina, 5 years, $42.27 million.
I'm gonna say not surprised at all. Saw it coming from miles away.
Do you know who Aho is?
You're
Yeah,
asking
so-
me?
Yeah, I know exactly.
You're asking me if I know.
No, I was joking.
Man, I play hockey.
Alright.
Anyways, well, Aho, obviously a great player. And obviously, Don Waddell came out and said that it was almost a joke that Montreal even considered doing that.
Honestly, can't believe Warga thought they had a chance of actually signing him. Sorry, Warga, but
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Warga.
shout out to Warga.
yeah.
Big Habs fan, but
No
biased
chance,
as
bud.
fuck. Not as biased as Hudson.
Yeah. Hudson too, another shout out. We're just shouting out all the boys.
All the
today.
boys.
Hey, I'm sorry. There's rumors about Montreal like offering Patrick Laine, but they actually didn't. That was my bad, boys.
Apology
Fake news,
accepted.
man.
Yeah.
I don't accept it.
I
he's never
accept.
coming back.
This guy fucks monkeys over here.
Alright.
Okay, we're not talking about trades.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Another
shout out
shout
trades.
another shout out.
Deshuey is the best mongoose fucker we know.
Yeah.
Alright, now we got, speaking of Carolina, signing Dzingel to what I think is a seal of contract. 2 years, $6.75 million.
He's a good player. I mean,
Yeah, he's just a secondary guy. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not gonna
yeah.
change what that team how they do, but I mean, whatever. He just wants to storm surge. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a swap for Ferland, in my opinion.
yeah.
Completely
like-
different players.
Yeah,
but
yeah, they're completely different players, but one comes in, one goes out.
Then we also have that trade between Boston and Buffalo, or not Boston, Buffalo and Chicago. Alex Nylander to Chicago for Henry
Yoki Haru?
Yoki Haru, yeah.
Yoki Haru.
That's
Uh,
I think that's a
surprising.
really good
It's a
trade
good
for
name, hey,
Boston.
Stefan.
Boston.
You keep saying
Not
Boston.
Boston wasn't even in this
Buffalo,
trade.
Jesus. Buffalo. I think that's a good trade for Buffalo.
They need to trade defenseman, possibly Bogo. Sorry, Bogo Norris.
Yeah,
Shout out Bogo Norris.
yeah.
Yeah, they have too many defensemen there, so someone's got to go. But bringing in Colin Miller and maybe Risto goes. I don't
Yeah,
know, but
who
I
knows?
mean,
I mean,
I
he
guess
won
we'll
the
see.
Masters with that minus 49 or something like that. Nice.
And then very last signing, JT Comfort signing.
Yeah,
4
today.
years, $14 million.
I don't know. Comfrey had some good games in the playoffs, so not a bad signing. Nothing wrong with that.
Good guy, you know.
Seems. Oh, we forgot about
I know him
Jordan.
personally. He's a nice guy.
Forgot about Jordan Bennington. Biggest surprise in the NHL.
Avoids
Yeah,
arbitration.
taking one for the
Signed
boys.
2 years, $8.8 million. I like that
Yeah,
contract.
good for him.
It's kind of like a bridge. in
Yeah,
my
it's like
opinion.
a bridge,
Yeah,
and it's like
before he gets his big boy.
he's gonna be like Andrew Hammond and be shit next year. No cap.
I don't know. I don't think he could come off that
Difference was
playoffs and half the season. And
Yeah,
and
difference
just
was
be
Hammond
absolute-
was out in the
yeah,
playoffs.
Yeah, exactly. Hammond
Bennington.
only started the first 2 games of his team's playoffs, and Andy was back in net. So
Andy,
big
there's a
difference.
snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
Oh, Bennington. It's a type of
What the
pontoon.
fuck?
Pontoons are good on water, but on ice,
Yeah.
On ice
it's hit
and
or
on-
miss. It's hit or
On ice
miss.
and on the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do not want girls that look like pontoons out there.
What?
No,
Yeah.
That's
Okay, so I'm ready to intro discussion.
your words.
Effective immediately, KHL referees and linesmen are strictly prohibited from using social media websites.
Oh,
What?
What? So
I guess you're thinking that might sway their decisions. And
Ooh, well, that'd be a good place to end it.
yeah, that would be.
yeah,
Well, thank
Anyways.
you if you listened. Thank you very much.
we.
Oh wait,
we,
wait, sir. But I just saw. I don't know how true this is because it was on a meme account. But Pierre LeBrun tweeted, "Caps have made a trade, but not sure who yet."
Well, that's very.
I don't. Yeah, that's,
yeah, great information, bud.
yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
Sorry, boys,
anyways,
it's-
we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in again.
Yeah, thanks.
We'd like to thank Stéphane and Rylan for coming on the pod.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for
thank you.
having me,
Thank you
boys.
very much.
The pod
And,
was
it's a
actually
good
kinda
time.
filthy. Yeah, filthy, boys.
And
Thanks.
we just appreciate your guys' support on the last video. Obviously, I mean it's most of our buddies that listen, but
The
um,
boys.
we don't do this for views or anything like that. We just do it for fun, and it's just kind of humbling and very funny. Well, not funny, but it's very humbling that people actually listen to us and they give us compliments and things like that. We're amateurs still, and we're just trying to get better.
Amateur POV.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just doing this for fun, and
See ya.